Hello, fellow Megatenners. Today I got something that's not so fun to talk about. So, last night, Twitter kind of went ablaze because of myself and Marsh tweeting about a lawsuit that Atlus is filing against a private server for Shin Megami Tensei Imagine. If you're aware of Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, it's an old RPG, an MMORPG specifically. It was released way back in like 2006 and it closed around 2016. And then these private servers popped up. Now, the big part of this is that there's actually three private servers. There's Megaten.ru, there's Imagine, and there's Rekuiemu. Rekuiemu is actually the one alleged in this lawsuit to have broken some copyright rules. Now, what makes this unusual is that instead of going the usual route of cease and desist and then going towards a lawsuit, they went straight lawsuit. And there's a couple of things that I just need to get clear because some people are confused and no one in the Megaten fandom seems to be a legal expert. Neither am I. And I did want to talk about it quite a bit because I myself kind of panicked last night thinking, okay, well, now I got to delete all of my archives. Now I got to delete my archive channel. Now I got to stop selling my merch. But it's pretty simple. The things alleged in the lawsuit are as follows. One, Rekuiemu copied the Imagine website one-to-one. It's exactly the same. Two, Rekuiemu distributed assets with Compaq, which is another party alleged in the lawsuit, but it seems like, at least in the document that I was reading, that they haven't found that individual just yet. Three, that for some reason, Rekuiemu decided to claim ownership. They literally put a false copyright claim at the bottom of their website, the footer. For some reason, they decided to say that they owned Imagine in some way, foolishly. Probably the worst thing that they did in this lawsuit, in my opinion. So essentially, in the lawsuit itself, it's saying that they infringed on their rights of Atlus and all the owners of the Imagine intellectual property, that they distributed, reproduced, made available Imagine as well as the assets for Imagine. They claimed ownership of said assets. They also made their website look exactly like the Imagine website for some reason. And this kind of has resulted in a wave of like action and inaction. Mainly, people are just confused slash upset at Atlus because they're filing this lawsuit. But we don't really know all the facts. One of the things that they talk about in this paperwork, I'm going to link the document in the description, by the way, but it seems like they're discussing some sort of thing where potentially there was money gained from Rekuiemu. We don't know that. And also, the Imagine server went down, and people are kind of conflating Imagine and Rekuiemu. They're two separate servers. Imagine is the de facto most popular server, so clearly, yeah, people would just kind of assume, okay, well, maybe there's only just one server, but no, there's at least three. There might be even more, but there's three main ones. And as of this morning, Imagine actually released a statement about whether or not their server is going to stay up. I'm just going to read that out for you real quick. They say that they were recently informed that one of their competitors was recently served a court filing and that Atlus is currently seeking legal action against them and the Compaq team. While Imagine hasn't been served any sort of notice, Atlus's decision to outright sue instead of issue a cease and desist has made us worry about the safety of the users who helped keep the game alive. So, with a heavy heart, we regret to inform everyone that the decision has been made to close down the Imagine server permanently. It's been a wild 5 years, and we thank everyone for their unending support for a much-loved game. Thanks for all. Straightening out some facts for news outlets who may pick this up. Imagine, Compaq, and Rekuiemu are three separate entities and have always operated independent of each other. Imagine has never accepted any donations, subscriptions, run ads since day one. They have not done any of those. We have never generated even a single cent of revenue. All operation costs were paid out of pocket. Imagine has never filed a claim or any sort of ownership of copyright over Imagine or its IP, and have clearly stated that they belong to Atlus and Cave. So, frankly, it's all sad. It's all bad. We don't know what's happening. even the Imagine team aren't sure why they went from knowing about Rekuiemu to automatically suing instead of doing the cease and desist. As far as I know, Megaten.ru's website and server is still up. Their Discord server is still up. I'm in it actually right now. We don't know how they're going to react to this. I suspect probably not react at all. And yeah, I think that's everything that you need to know about this. I will try to keep updates on Twitter and stuff, but I don't know if I have to make another update video unless something important happens in the case. I'm frankly disappointed because, again, they forego the cease and desist, went straight to lawsuit. And it is kind of scary, but at the same time, there are some clear faults Rekuiemu did, and they're obvious. And the document actually provides evidence of that stuff. The only thing that remains to be seen is whether or not they've earned any money. And if they did, that would probably justify this lawsuit. Not saying that it's great for Atlus. It sucks that Atlus West has done so well with PR lately, and then, you know, this happens. But this is not really the same thing. Atlus West PR aren't the ones suing, so... Anyway, I'd also like to thank my channel members, Zorba the Prince, Garidius, A Lie Remains a Lie, and FF12 Kid. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching this video, and goodbye, fellow Megatenists.